Well, look what I got in the mail. I've been waiting on this for weeks and it finally arrived today. I can't wait to open it. This is going to be my first unboxing video on YouTube, so bear with me if this isn't the best unboxing you've ever seen, but here in a little bit, I'm going to get to the project I've been wanting to use this for, the Raspberry Pi 400. I've been wanting to do some programming on it to see if I can get my old QBASIC program running. And I know QBASIC, you say, hey, that's DOS and this is going to be Linux, but hey, we're gonna give it a go. Everything doesn't have to match up, but we're gonna give it a try. And so let's get in here and see what this is like. I always wanted one of the Commodore 64s when I was a kid, and couldn't really afford it, or my parents said no for whatever reason. I think we couldn't afford it. So this, I don't know, this kind of brings back some nostalgia for something I always wanted. So let's see if I can get this open here. This is kind of challenging with the camera in the way here, but let's see. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I'll tilt this up. Oh, it's so beautiful. So I'm gonna pull this out here and take a look. Well, it's smaller than I thought it would be. It's a good size. And here's the back. Not too thick. I actually thought it would be thicker than this. But there you go. You got the GPIO ports, and it looks like there's already an SD card in the slot. So that's pretty cool. I assume that has an OS on it already. Got some HDMI ports, which might be a bit of a challenge for me to figure out how I'm going to stream that, but we'll figure that out in a little bit. Got the USB-C power port, which I assume is only for power. Yeah, it has to be because there's no other way to power it. So, and some USB-A ports, a couple of USB 3, USB 2, and an Ethernet port. So looks like we got everything we need. So that's pretty cool. And some little vents there. That's neat. This looks really cool and really fun. And it's amazing to me that they are able to pack a Raspberry Pi, which is a little bit thick, and they've sort of reconfigured it into this configuration to fit inside of a keyboard that's not very heavy. And let's see what else is in the box. Okay, so looks like we got the mouse. Oh, it's kind of hard to get open. Oh, it's kind of a cheap looking mouse, I have to say, but it feels pretty good. The wheel feels pretty good. Well, cool. Okay, well, at least it matches and the color matches. And we got a power supply. Okay, very cool. And let's see, what else is in the box here? That's really in there. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Let's move this out of the way. Looks like we've got a mini HDMI to full-size HDMI and a book with some very strange looking fingers. Yeah, but not sure if I'll need the book, but man, look at that. That's actually it's pretty thick. Maybe I'll get my kids to, oh, look, it's got scratch programming on there and stuff. That's fun. And a card adapter for the SD card. And that's it. That's everything in the box. So, okay, so I want to see what I can do to get this all hooked up, and let's do some programming on it. Okay, well, I found the box. I think one of these discs has the first program I ever wrote. And I thought it was labeled, so I really hope it's on one of these. I'm going to try to use this floppy drive that I have, USB. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we'll see what happens. So I've got the Raspberry Pi 400 all hooked up, and got it hooked into a monitor, a capture device, and let's just see what we can do with this. I hope this works. Of course, I always get the USB backwards the first time, and I don't even know if there are Linux drivers for something like this. What is that? I don't know. I've never done this on Linux with a floppy drive. Do they still have drivers for floppy drives? Where would that even show up? Oh, looky here. Oh, this is cool, but this is definitely not the program. I'm gonna guess that's a bad disk. Okay, so it's none of those. I will go digging in the garage for more disks. Well, I couldn't find the floppy disk that I was looking for. I've been searching in the garage for a couple days now, off and on, and I've finally given up. But I did remember 9 years ago, I had imaged the disk and threw it on DosBox. So here, the image is on this USB drive, and I'm going to put it in and see if I can maybe pull the files off that way. Maybe it's just apt search exFAT. Fuse, is that what I need? Let's try that. Okay, so let's do mount, make dir USB sudo mount. Boy, I don't know if this will work. No, maybe not. Let me pull it out and put it back in. Oh, look at that! It just pops right up now. Okay, open in File Manager. Perfect. So I have this image file. Now, how can I mount? How to mount raw images on Linux? Oh, look at that. Okay, so fdisk L mount TV fat. That's probably, ooh, I have to do offset? What? Okay, so let's do this. So is that an image? That's weird. Okay. Sudo fdisk L. Oh, where is that? Where is that actually at? Can I open a command prompt here? Open in terminal. Ah, that's nice. So if I do sudo fdisk L spell it. Really? 4.22.ng. Okay. That does not look right. It is certainly not that big. It's 920 kilobyte. It's certainly not 259 gigabytes. I don't know. I'm just typing stuff, hoping that it will work. Spell it stuff 4.22.image and the spell it directory. Oh, that might have worked. It did. Look at that. Oh, that's perfect. I recognize these files. Install.bat. Register.txt. Yes. I gotta read register.txt. TimTech. Oh, that's so awesome. You're only allowed to use spell it and Q&A 5 times. When you run either of the programs the 6th time, it prompts you to either print out this registration form or enter the password showing that you have registered and paid for the program. To order spell it 4.22 and Q&A 1.0. I remember I had 2 programs on the same disk. Send $5 along with this form to TimTech. And then it has my old rural address out in the countryside. Oh, that is so awesome. When TimTech receives your $5, we will send you a disc containing the latest version of Spell It and Q&A and or the password to discontinue registration prompting. Oh, I love it. Oh, so good. It's so good. Let's look and see. Oh, 1995 and 1996. This is a little older than I thought. Is that when I wrote this? How old was I in 1996? I was 14 years old when I wrote this. Wow. That is so cool. That's the age of my daughter, so that's just wild to think that I did that. I can't wait to get in and look at this code. I bet it is a disaster. I bet it's so horrible that I'm going to just cringe when I look at it. But we actually have to be able to run this too. So I was looking at, let's see, FreeBASIC. If I get it running with FreeBASIC, which purports to have a high level of support for programs written in QBASIC, and I'm not clear on the difference between QBASIC and QBASIC, but I think with some tweaking, we might be able to get this to run on FreeBASIC. So first of all, let's just see if it's in the repositories. Sudo apt search FreeBASIC. Nope. Okay. Oh, x86-64. Sorry, these binaries? Well, that's a good sign. There's an article about it. Oh, there it is right there. Install. Okay. Probably sudo. It's all into prefix directory. Okay. Opt FreeBASIC. Basic. We'll try that. It's not a valid directory. Okay. See, opt FreeBASIC. Bin free FBC. Okay. Copy that to, let's just put it on the desktop. Paste. And then we want to cd desktop, cd spell it, and let's do export path equals path opt FreeBASIC bin path. Now I think I can do FBC spell it. Right? Isn't there a BAS file here? Spell it. Oh, it's inside of spell it. Spell it. Okay, cool. FBC spell it dot BAS. Oh. Suffix ignore. Default types or suffixes are only valid in -lang, deprecated, or FB light, or QB. Oh, right. I remember that. I have to tell it to run in a certain mode. Maybe I can just do it on the command line. Let's see. So -lang. Select FB dialect. QB. Probably that. So let's try that. Okay, that's different errors. That's good. Argument count mismatch found, comma, clear, comma. What in the world? Well, I just have to figure out. Looks like there's a handful of little errors. Array not a dimension before parens. Okay, so let's do some vim here. Spell it .bas. Oh, look at this header. Tim Tech, spell it 4.22. Spell It is a QBASIC program that uses the user's spelling words. It drops a word at a time from the top of the screen, asking the user to type the word before it hits the bottom. The user can use different weapons. Oh, what is? Oh, I know what it is. My caps lock key. Let's just get out of here. I can't use my caps lock key as escape. Let's open that again. So I misspelled weapons. It's so ironic that I misspelled the word weapons in a program for spelling words. You can tell what I really hated doing in that'd be middle school, right? In middle school, I hated doing spelling words, so I procrastinated and wrote this program instead. And I misspelled weapons. Oh, it hurts. It hurts, but it feels so good at the same time. This program consists of 4 main files. Oh, wow, I even explain what the files do. BAS is the program itself. NMS is a file containing the names of all the users. DAT contains customizable information for the Spell It program. Each user has a file that contains his or her list names. Each spelling word list is saved as a file with the extension LST. Oh, man. And then you have to declare your subroutines. Now, there are functions too, right? These are... Okay. Oh, yeah, here's 2 functions. I only have 2 functions in the whole thing. That's wild. Okay. How big is this? This is 3,000 lines of code for a 14-year-old. Hey, that's pretty awesome. Okay, I'm getting distracted. Line 111, clear. I don't even know what the clear thing does. I wonder if that's even necessary. It's at the very beginning of the file. How do you comment out stuff? Is it REM? Oh no, I think early up top it was quotes, right? No, single quotes. Okay, let's see if it gets past that error. Well, yeah, I would. I didn't expect it equals. Sound 500. Oh, that was like a frequency or something. Okay, 129. How to do sound. You have to use some third-party library that implements this, as it's not included in the FreeBASIC. Oh, I had go-tos in here. Oh, I hope there weren't very many go-tos. I'm very top. I'm top. Oh, look. I have top. I have very top. And I have complete top. Oh, it hurts. Oh, I wonder. Okay. Sudo apt search base. So it's a library. Is it libbase or something? What is... It looks... Oh, that's ass. That's a libass. Okay, so it's not that. I spent some time trying to get my Spell It program to run with FreeBASIC, and I was going to have to put a lot of time into getting the sound to work, rewriting certain code that just didn't come across in with FreeBASIC. It's like a QBASIC specific dialect thing. And my appetite for that is pretty close to 0. I really just want to run it the way it was originally written back in 1996 in its original glory, such as it is. I want to see what that was like and play around with the program and maybe look through the code a little more. And that's all I want. So I installed DosBox, and this is not the video I thought I would be making, but again, my goal is to see the program and just learn from it. So we're going to run DosBox here, and maybe, whoa, that was cool. I don't know what that was all about. So I think I can do a mount C desktop. Oh, gotta spell it correctly. C:, dir. Okay, sweet. Spell it dir. So now I can run QBASIC. Spell it dot bas. Did I pass it? There it is. Okay. Let's see if this works. Ooh, it's parsing lines of code, loading and parsing. TimTech spell it 4.22. Oh, this interface brings back so many good memories. I spent so many hours in this blue and white screen. Oh, I just love it. So this is the header that I read through earlier, and the cool thing about this editor is it splits out the single file into multiple, I don't know, what do you call it? Subroutines. So I can go view subs, and then I can jump to the main one, which is the one we're in, just the top level, or I can go to like bang, which apparently is just the sound for an explosion. Blow up. And this is the ASCII code, the ASCII characters, just dots essentially, printing to the screen to mimic an explosion. So let's actually go play the program, and maybe this will start making sense. But how can I run it? Start. Loading, spell it, error 76. Okay, I think, just going on a hunch, I think that up here we have a hard-coded path to something. Where was that? Did I pass it? Aha, here it is. So what if I just do a dot slash spell it? Save that. Shift F5 to run it. Ooh, look at it. Look at the bounce. TimTech presents Spell It 4.22. At any time, you can go to different parts of the program by selecting task list from the main menu. To access the main menu, press F1. You may have to follow F1 with the enter key. And it's got a little menu. Task list. Select player. We'll just be spell it lists. I guess that's like the default. And we'll select, I don't know, computer. Ooh, computer. An error has occurred. Ow, that hurts. Illegal function call. You don't like clear 5000? Okay, so maybe that list doesn't exist or something. Let's just try months. Okay, that one works. Okay, I'm ready. April. And it shoots it with BBs. It's my BB gun. Look at it explode. The sound is so awesome. I hand-coded that sound. Hand-coded. It's a little delayed on my screen capture, so typing is a little weird. Oh, this is so cool. Your score 33, score to beat 30. What happens when I beat it? I'm making some good good score here. Good points. 45. What's the next? 56. Okay. Must be like counting letters or something. I don't remember that. I don't remember how that works. Alt number for weapon. Okay. F3 to pause. You can't pause in the middle of an animation. Okay, so Alt 2 for the weapon. You can't select a weapon while you're paused. Okay. Oh, missile launcher. It still says pause on the screen, even though it's not. It never went away. Okay, if I do pause again and then I unpause it, nope, it still just stays there. What happens if it hits the bottom? It wipes that out. That's good. Oh, do I get to try again? Okay, let's see all the weapons. So we saw BB gun. This is missile launcher. That's number 2. I only have a BB gun and a missile launcher apparently. Oh. Oh, you miss. If you mistype it, you just miss. Alt. I'm hitting the number, but it's not working. 4. Alt 5. There we go. Atomic bomb. What's it gonna do? Nothing's happening. It just looped the explosion sound 3 times. Oh, I remember being so proud of this. And oh, did it crash? Oh no, there it is. No, I didn't do anything. What happened? Okay, I don't know. I gotta get out of this. What are the options? Red and white. Oh, let's do white and blue. And then what do we want for the background? Ooh, we gotta have a heart. And how fast do you want? Oh, we gotta go fast. Okay, I'm ready. October. May. Go back to the BB gun. Can I? Yeah. It's a little buggy. Oh, and I just missed. I like the BB gun somehow shoots 2 bullets at the same time. Okay, this is so great. This is just absolutely great. F1. We can turn off sound. We can turn off help cards. Oh, which is the little thingies at the bottom. And then we can exit. Do you really want to exit? Yes. You want to save your new score? Of course. Why is that blurry? Weird. All the black text is really blurry on this. Oh, so great. I don't know. Let's do a quick tour of the code and be done. And I think I'll be satisfied. Check guns. Check guns. I don't know what check guns does. Let's see. How do you search? Search, find, check guns. When did we ever call that? If check guns key equals 1, then select gun key. Print gun. Oh, so many labels and go-tos. I don't know what check guns does. I didn't see that in the program. Okay, well, ready? I mean, obviously, some of those keys I can't even press. Like, I can't press this. I don't have this on an American keyboard. I don't even know what that is. So I don't know what I was thinking with this. Oh, I get it. those represent the number. Somehow, okay, somehow I was turning the key scan code into an ASCII character, which is funny. I guess I didn't understand that you could just look at the number of it, maybe. I don't know. But these are just 1 through 9. Oh, and it's Alt plus 1 through 9. That makes sense. So that's, I don't know why it's called check guns, but let's see, what else? What else we have? Oh my, what have I done? Button. This is how you print a button. Okay, it's pretty simple stuff. Subs, help, intro, menu, restore. Let's look at box. Ooh, this is some cool stuff. So it prints some like little ASCII border characters, and it calculates the width. Well, it calculates the center of the box in order to print the title. And it's like printing the sides, the width dynamically based on the arguments. This was pretty advanced. Well, okay, not really advanced, but pretty impressive, I guess, for a kid. Player name. Why is that a subroutine? Player name. Reading file. Oh, okay. So I could only have 5 names, and then I stored them in 5 variables. Apparently, I didn't know much about arrays back then, because I just did name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have to go look at the help. That brings up a good memory. QBASIC help not found. Well, it's right there. It's right there. Okay, let's do exit QBASIC. What if I run it from here and I go to help? Yes. Okay, so the cool thing about QBASIC was this was pre-internet. For me, at least for our family. I mean, the internet existed, obviously, but it just was not something that our family was going to dial into and tie up a phone line and spend money per minute. So what I had was the help on here, and everything is here. ASCII character codes, keyboard scan codes, runtime error codes. I don't know. I guess this is just keyboard shortcuts in the editor. The command line help. The let's see, keywords by programming task. So this is all of the sort of standard library. I don't know if that's not really what you'd call it. The built-in functions and subroutines of QBASIC were all listed here, and you could just click on one. So like if I wanted to learn about how to read files, let's see, how do I get there? File input output. I just read through these until I understood how to read from a file, and it hasn't really changed since then. I mean, you still have a file handle. You can read bytes in, and you can close it when you're done. And that was really great that was all documented right there. Some math. I didn't do a lot of math. I didn't understand all of this at 14, but it was there if I needed it. And all of this stuff was documented really well. So if I click on print, well, I thought that there was a way to go to it. Let's see. How do maybe I go to the index? Contents. Okay. Find, print. Print statement. Okay, this is about a printer. I seem to remember there being an easier way to jump to something. Basic character set. Oh yeah, this is little suffixes. This is an integer, a long integer. Never used that. Single precision, double precision. Didn't understand that at 14. Didn't have a clue what that was talking about. Obviously, it's about floats, floating point numbers. String. I use string a lot. Let's see. Comments. Input statement prompt. It doesn't talk about arrays on here. That may be why I didn't understand how to use arrays. Well, anyway, I won't linger on it too much. Really thought, though, that you could just click to go to the print. Like if I want to view the print statement, can't I? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, pulls right up. So it tells you the arguments. And I mean, this is stuff we take for granted now. I can now Google any of this and find, within a few seconds, I can find this sort of thing for any programming language. But, that for someone who didn't have access to the internet, and having it all here was great. And I really relish this time of my life and just studying this program and trying to get it to do something, trying to get the programs to work and do what I wanted them to do. It's so great. And I just love that there's so many mistakes, so many mistakes in this program, like misspelling of weapon, using goto all over the place. And I think I learned a valuable lesson. Like as this program grew, and it was 3,000 lines of code, it was getting really hard for me to keep track of the go-tos. And so I have learned the hard way, the best way, not to use go-tos in programming, and I learned that all the way back in 1996. So, yeah. Well, thank you for hanging out with me on this trip down memory lane. This was a blast. Kind of went down some rabbit trails, as they say, down the wrong path a few times, trying to get this to work. And it was still, like I said, it's sad I couldn't get to work in FreeBASIC, given the amount of time and effort I was willing to spend. But playing on this little Raspberry Pi keyboard device, it was a lot of fun. I just had a blast making this do its thing, and it didn't seem slow or underpowered for what I was using it for. So maybe I'll do something else with this and record another video and see how usable it is. Thanks for hanging out and tagging along on this trip down memory lane for myself. I hope it was somewhat interesting, and I hope you stick around for my other programming videos where we actually do some real life hacking on our programming language, Natalie. But this was a fun little diversion, and I appreciate you hanging out with me, and I will see you next time.